Continuing coverage of Hurricane Irma now. We are joined by auto expert Mike Caudill. Mike, evacuations are very stressful, and I've never seen personally one like this. 5.5 million people are on the move in Florida, not entirely trying to get out of the state, but they might wish they had based on the track of this hurricane. So if you're jumping in your car, you're throwing in the kids and, you know, the wife and the dog and everything else, what else should you bring?
Yeah, well, hopefully people are getting out of there sooner than tonight or tomorrow. But if you are waiting till minute, there are a variety of things that you can do to prepare yourself, especially with kids in the car. Make sure you have food, make sure you have water. These are the simple things, but people run out of the door quickly without really taking these things into consideration. If you do have a battery pack at your house, this is a battery pack that will power your computer, it will power your cell phone, it will also jump a big vehicle. So you can use this in dire straits situation to really help you get out of harm's way.
That little thing will jump a car battery.
This will jump a big heavy diesel truck. It will jump a 6.7 liter turbo diesel.
Wow.
So it's a great product to take behind the wheel when you're on the road.
All right, so you're on the road, and I mean, we've seen the traffic jams. Sure. A lot of gas stations have already closed or run out of gas. How do you make the most? How do you squeeze the mileage out of the gas you've got?
Yeah, so that term hypermiling is really coming into play with vehicles down in Florida, and that just basically means utilizing the vehicle's gas and getting the most distance out of it. So do you run your air conditioning? No. Turn the air conditioning off. Just pull the windows down just a hair so you can get a little bit more mileage out of that vehicle. Whenever you can put it in park, put the vehicle in park. Also, if you're departing tomorrow when the rains hit, think about hydroplaning as well. In 6 inches of water, your car can become unstable. So if you see a flood in front of you, if you can't walk through it, don't go through it. Go for high ground at all times.
What about damage from, I mean, you know, these hurricanes on the coast are going to be blowing salt water and storm surge onto your car. That can play heck with an engine in these computerized cars.
It sure can. The key is to go as far inland as you can, right? So you want to get to the highest point possible. As you're driving along the freeway, maintain the speed limit or go below the speed limit. There's going to be no rush because you're going to be stuck in traffic. So when it applies to salt, you're going to think about salvage vehicles after the storm. Harvey just went through 300,000 vehicles are going to be lost as a result of Harvey. It could be up to 500,000. It equates to about $5 million in lost automobile insurance claims.
And unfortunately, again, because of the gasoline situation, we're seeing people who run out. They can't get to the gas station. They just have to park it by the side of the road. What do you do in that case? Any advice?
Sure. So what we're always telling people is that in an emergency situation like this, get that spare gas can and put a little bit of extra fuel in the back of your vehicle. Keep it there during an emergency situation as you're leaving town so that when you run into that very precarious situation, you can top the vehicle off with a little extra fuel.
And, you know, the governor is telling people, state officials are telling people, look, if you're planning to go to the evacuation center and it's right here in your county, don't fill up your tank. Leave the gas for somebody else.
Absolutely. That's the best thing to do because you're having to ration gas right now. And I don't know what the governor said in regards to cross-flowing the traffic so that everybody can head north on the southbound lanes. But if they do, gas won't make it south.
Yeah, they're trying to get the tankers in from the north at this point, so they haven't done that yet. They may do that, but we'll see. This is obviously a scary storm. Any other last-minute advice?
You know, I think that the big key is use your brain. Think about what you're going to do before you get in the vehicle. Pack the vehicle with the right things, the valuables, the credit cards, any documents that are important in your house. And if you're going to do it, just be very cautious when you get out there on the road and drive as safe as you possibly can.
Yeah, this might be the night to do it. I mean, the traffic seems to have thinned a bit, and you do have maybe one last shot.
One shot.
To get out.
One shot to get out of town.
Yeah. Mike Caudill. Mike, thanks.
Thank you.
Up next, we're going to head to West Palm Beach.